I want to get a few questions out so that everyone understands your circumstance.
Yes, okay, so we have 7 children between the ages of 1 and 12.
And you said your oldest is 12?
He has a pretty good acceptance of our authority, and
Does he actually help you in teaching?
yes.
That's very important.
Mhm.
At age 12, include yourself and those who make mistakes and who are learning as well. Children at that age see it. They see us make mistakes, and they know it's a mistake. But they don't see us saying, I made a mistake. They see us saying, you have to tell me that you made a mistake. But they saw us make the mistake too. And this is not easy, and a lot of parents feel like they lose authority when they do this, if they were to admit that they made an error in front of an older child. But the older child sees it as an example of how you get around accountability. And so the older child, if he's got the bend, would start doing the same thing and use the same subterfuge to get around responsibility for it. You would say to him in the morning, you'll be working with the younger children today, I want you to remember, don't speak to them that way. I do it sometimes myself, and I'd like for you to correct me when I do, because I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
I remember what I said to my children, and I said it fairly young to them, is that if I make a mistake in front of you, I'll be wrong. If I don't admit that I'm wrong, I will have made the second mistake. I'll have to now confess twice. And that was a standard that I held myself to. I'm speaking mostly now about emotional stuff, like where I lose my temper or raise my voice or something like that, where I don't really mean to do that. I told my children when they were quite young that I wasn't going to do that with them, and that I'd be wrong if I did, and they should tell me, and they had my permission to correct me if I did that. Now, I want you to know this, that I did this in the knowledge that ain't going to happen. That's too embarrassing. I can't let that happen. And it changed me. And I became a person who didn't do that anymore. I was aware of it. It was like an accountability that I gave them, and I at that point determined, and that will not happen. That I will not make that mistake in front of you. And this caused me to be aware of the way it looked in my home in front of my children, the way I looked in front of my children, the way I conducted myself in front of my children.